Hi, welcome to this video class. In the last video, you have learned about the different types of joints. And in this video, you're going to learn the gait of animals. How do animals move? And before that, let us see some parts of our body which just look as a bone, but they are not bone. So what they are? So here in the picture, so there are some additional parts of the skeleton that are not hard as the bones and which can be bent. And what are these bones called as? They are called as cartilage. So for this, you just try to touch the upper part of the ear. Is there any bone? Is it somewhat hard? And also touch the ear lobe, so which is completely a muscular part. Did you find any difference between these two, the earlobe and the upper part of the ear? Yes. So here the upper part of the ear, it consists of a bone, but it is not hard as a bone. So we call that as a cartilage. Yes, you have learned about the bones in our body and about joints that help us move in different ways. What makes the bones move the way they do? Let us seek answer to that question now. So here is an activity. You just try to make a fist with one hand and fold near the elbow and try to touch the shoulder with the help of the thumb finger. Now try to touch your upper arm with the another hand. You can see some part which has got swollen there. So this swollen part is nothing but the muscle. So the muscle bulged due to contraction. When contracted, the muscle becomes shorter, stiffer and thicker, and it pulls the bone. And the muscles can only pull the bone, it can't push the bone. And these muscles, they work in pair. Two muscles have to work together to move a bone. So how these two muscles are working here? So the swollen region which is stiffer, where the muscle gets contracted. So the region where the muscle gets contracted, these muscles try to pull the part towards itself. Whereas the muscle which is present below it, it gets relaxed. Now, when you just free your arm or bring back the arm to its normal position, you will see the arm which has got relaxed, now it gets contracted and try to pull the arm towards the normal position. So here two muscles work, where one muscle gets contracted and the other muscle it gets relaxed. So the movement is possible where the muscle is getting contracted. So it is with the help of these muscles which are joined to the bones, the movement is possible. Then how this movement take place in animals? Do they consist of bones like animals? Then how the movement is possible in animals? So let us talk about the gait of animals. So here we are talking about the earthworm. So what does it consist of? You can see that the earthworm, it crawl over the ground. So does it consist of any bones in it? Yes. The body of the earthworm is made up of many rings which are joined end to end. An earthworm does not have bones. Then how does it move without bones? Yes, it has got some muscles. So it has muscles which help to extend and stretch the body. The earthworm can move through soil by expansions and contractions of muscles. And how is that? It gets fixed to the ground. And when you turn the earthworm, you can see that at the base, it has got some hair-like structures which are called as bristles. With the help of these bristles, the earthworm stick to the ground. And it is due to the expansions and contractions of the muscles, the earthworm, it moves forward. So this is how the movement takes place in earthworm. So here is another organism snail. So when you just see the snail, you can see some hard structure which we call it as the outer skeleton. When we touch it, it just withdraw its body into the shell so that it gets protected by itself. So the shell is the outer skeleton of the snail, but it is not made of bones. The thick structure of the head and the snail, it come out of an opening in the shell. And the thick structure which is present at the base is called as the foot. It is with the help of this foot, it just attaches to the surface that it moves on, and it is made of strong muscles, and it moves very slowly. Okay, so the gait of these is also possible with the help of the muscles. And now the cockroach. How does it move? And what are the different parts that it consists of? The cockroaches walk and climb, as well as they even can fly in the air. It's because they have got 3 pairs of legs. Those help in walking. And the body is covered with hard outer skeleton. When you touch the outer surface, it is somewhat hard. So it is made up of hard outer skeleton. And there are 2 pairs of wings that help it to fly, and these wings are attached to the breast. The cockroaches have distinct muscles. With the help of these muscles, the cockroaches can walk, climb, and even fly. So all these 3 organisms which possess only the muscles, with the help of those muscles, with the help of the muscular contraction and relaxation, where the organisms can move. But here in this picture you can see it is a skeleton of a bird. Then do these birds possess a bone? Yes. These birds possess the bone. Then how do they fly? It's because their bones are hollow and light. Due to this nature where the bird is able to fly. The bones of the hind limbs are typical for walking and perching. Yes, the bones of the hind limbs. So where the forelimbs are modified to wings, and where the hind limbs, with the help of these hind limbs, where the bird can walk, and also it helps that bird in perching. The bony part of the forelimbs are modified as wings, whereas the breast bones are modified to hold muscles to flight. These muscles are used to move the wings up and down. In the sense where these birds possess the bones, and where the muscles are attached to the bone, where the forelimbs are modified to wings and hind limbs are used for walking and perching. So it is with the help of these wings where the birds can fly. So it is how the gait of animals takes place. Yes, you can see another organism here, fish. So the head and tail of a fish are smaller at the edges when compared to the middle portion of the body, in the sense where the body is tapered at both the end. So this body shape we call it as a streamlined. So imagine that you just make a paper toy, paper boat. So in that you can see that the middle part of the boat is somewhat wider when compared to the edges. So as such the body of a fish. So the body of it is because of the streamlined body, so where the water can move freely from the body. So during swimming, the muscles make the front part of the body curve to one side and the tail part swings to the opposite direction. So in the picture it is very clear, when the head is in one direction, the tail is completely an opposite direction to that of the head. The fish, it forms a curve, then quickly the body and tail curve to the other side. So these movements in a fish body, it makes a jerk and pushes the body forward. So a series of such jerks make the fish swim ahead. So this is how the movement is possible in fish. So where it makes the muscles to move forward, it is with the help of the muscles where the organism is moving forward. Okay, so when the head is towards one side, it just make a curve, the tail is towards the other side. So just by giving such jerks to the body with the help of muscles, where the fish move forward. Yes. And another organism here. How do snakes move? Do they possess any skeleton or do they consist of bones? Yes, snakes have a long backbone. They have many thin muscles. The snake body curves into many loops. Each loop of the snake, it gives a forward push by pressing against the ground. And since it got a long body, it makes many loops, and each loop it gives a push. It is because of that push the snake moves forward very fast and not in a straight line. Okay, so that movement in the snake is called, we say that it slither on the ground. So snake slither on the ground by looping sideways. So this is how the gait of animal takes place, where few of them possess only the muscles. With the help of those muscles they help in the movement, and whereas in few organisms where they have got a skeleton like us organisms, where the muscles get attached to the bones and the movement is possible. Thank you.